Some of them say me I come from God. On the street, me house with me I sell pure water. You know, me hustle for the money, me seek for the paper. To all my fans, all my friends, all of them haters. Papa God go bless me, oh. He go bless me, oh. Bless me, oh. I say make you bless me, oh, yo, yo. Bless me, oh. Bless me, oh. Papa God go bless me, bless me, bless me. I say make you bless me, bless me, bless me. Enemies them ready, bless me. Enemies them plenty, bless me. Nana, one tanamera, two tanamera, three tanamera, da da da. One tanamera, two tanamera, three tanamera, da da da. You know, some of them say me I come from God. On the street, me house with me I sell pure water. You know, me hustle for the money, me seek for the paper. To all my fans, all my friends, all of them haters. Papa God go bless me, oh. He go bless me, oh. Yeah.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching from. This is Mirror African Diaspora TV, MAD. Welcome to our today's edition live on Facebook. Welcome to today's edition live on Facebook. I'm your host, Robinson Ambrose Afam Efna. You are welcome to Mirror African Diaspora, the leading media in the representation of African cultural and political issues. So, in today's program, we are supposed to bring you a prominent, promising young Nigerian African Biafran musician that migrated to Ghana. So the question is, why is it that young Biafran musicians are migrating to Ghana? That is the discussion today. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we are yet to see this young man. I believe he has problem with his gadget. So as a result of that, he has not been able to make it. I mean, to get through with his gadget. So we do apologize for that. It is about migration. It is about moving, living where you actually come from, and moving to another place, searching for a greener pasture, trying to make life better. We said now and then that migration is something natural. In every time in history, mankind have always migrated. In fact, it's said that those that dwell in Europe today and even Asia, they migrated from Africa and then settled to where they are today. And then it's not something new. I mean, it's not something. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing intrinsically wrong with the issue of migration. So we have to make that clear. But the issue is the rate in which young Biafrans, especially young musicians, are migrating to neighboring African countries. We would like to look into the factors behind the driving motives behind that very behavior. So, and we were supposed to have this young man today, Joe Face, that I just played his music, very wonderful music. Last 2 weeks, I had a similar person, I mean, a young artist like that, that also live in Ghana. I had an interview with him and we talked at length, about the reason he migrated to Ghana. And in his explanation, everything pointed out to the fact that he was just trying to search for a greener pasture. He gave the point that there is no possibility for self-fulfillment, for one to realize his dream as a musician over there in the contraption called Nigeria. So most of them nowadays, especially those young Biafrans that make some political music, their music are not that welcome by the government of the day. So it becomes a problem for them to stay in the country they come from. In that country, they actually were supposed to live and make music and get recognition or get social recognition as a human being. They are forced to leave that country. But another problem, though, is that even when they've migrated to Ghana or Togo, as they are all called, they still don't get the recognition, and they get actually entangled in a more difficult situation. They do all sorts of jobs in order to survive, and then send money home to their relatives in order to help them. And at the end, um, you know, they actually lack that time to get to record songs or get involved into the music activities. Very unfortunate, very very unfortunate. So I just have to give you this very picture. um you just have to understand that this is the situation young musicians are going through in the Biafra land, or in the contraption called Nigeria. They are facing a very crucial, a very severe situation. um, Joe Face is not the first person in this circumstance. There are other ones like M. Josh, the very popular M. Josh, the Afrobeat singer, that I also had here. In his own case, is also about being persecuted for the type of music he makes, and um, essentially he has been living in a very you know secluded place. He's trying to uh, you know because of for the sake of security, he has not been able to go to the public, because he has to be you know uh, he has to make sure that he doesn't go to a place here he will be arrested by the Nigerian police and then taken to unknown place. Like it happened to a whole lot of boys and girls nowadays in that contraption called Nigeria. So Joe Face, M Josh, and a whole lot of them are the people. One of the people that I've interviewed on this platform that are doing the that are young, uh, musicians from Biafra land that have just migrated to the neighboring countries, such as Togo, Benin Republic, and Ghana. So the question I've just asked is, why these migrations? I've said that yes, it's because as we know, most of them seems to have their private, or I mean, subjective reasons, their own personal reasons. But there seems to be one thing very common. There seems to be one thing at the center of all this thing. It's of course about music, but it's also about this lack of motivation, lack of support, and also being persecuted because of the song, the type of music they make. So um, it is a very, a very bad, bad circumstance, bad situation for artists who cannot actually express themselves because of the government of the country that have just given, or that have just seen them as, that see them as enemy of the society. and then use every, every possibility, everything at the reach to make sure that they are stop them from making music. And then what is left of these guys to try to find themselves in a country whereby they can stay. But like I've said, for example, Ghana is not their country. It's not a place. I don't know if any of them have asylum. I mean, a residence permit. If any of them is having a officially asylum in this country they are living, or are they just moving around and then try to do one thing or the other in order to sustain their life? I believe very pretty soon, one of these days, we're going to get to the bottom of this issue. We would like to know if those Biafrans that live in Ghana and make music, if they have official residence permit, or if they are just you know illegal in Ghana, and then if they have to fear that one day they will be caught by the Ghanaian government and arrest them for, I don't know how they live there. As Africans, I believe you have certain opportunities as an African, West African, to stay in Ghana if you have a Nigerian passport. I don't know how it is done today. However, what I'm trying to say is that it is a very serious situation for Biafrans in every angle. It's not just in the political area where they are also persecuted, or in any other, any other section. In the political section, they don't have anything to say, and most of them, where they have anything to say, it's just about trying to say something or do something, in order to get to their to achieve their political interest, and then do most of the time what they do is always to the detriment of the folk. Like I did use the case of Soludo last week to emphasize the issue of Biafran um, politicians, politicians from the Biafran extraction or Igbo extraction, not being mindful of what they have to do for the people, but just focusing on what the Fulani Caliphate expect from them, trying to please the the appeal master that sit in Abuja and dictate to them what to do and what not to do. So it's a very sad situation. I also said last week that after 1985, the rest of the politicians, in other words, most governors from the Igbo extraction, are mostly those that have been, um, those that were planted among the Igbos to carry out the interest of the Fulani Caliphate. This is the situation of the day. This is what is happening. This is why the issue of trying to solve the political situation of Nigeria amicably is not possible, because the lack of conscience, and if you will, lack of moral stance is what is destroying that very area. Because in any place that there is no moral, that people lack moral, you don't expect anything to come out of there. um Currently, I think the situation is very, very bad for Biafran, because those they are supposed to be looking onto are not doing exactly what they have to do for them. So I'm still trying to know if I can get connected with Joe Face. This seems not to be possible. Currently, we are trying, and it's not working, unfortunately. So so as a matter of fact, um, we do apologize for these lapses, because it is not our intention to make a flyer and post it and tell you guys that today there is going to be a discussion, and yet there will be no discussion. So it is unprofessional. We do admit, and we apologize to our viewers, and promise to see that next time we will not, such circumstances never going to repeat itself, because what we do here, we try to meet up to standard. We try to live up to expectation as professional journalist platform. That is exactly what we are, and we try to live up to expectation. Unfortunately, today we couldn't give you that, and um, it's as a result of the gadgets of this young man, Joe Face, that we cannot fix his problem. So we are looking forward to see what we can do next time. We don't really have any means of helping him out and getting him connected to the helping him out in his with his technical issue. We don't really know what is that, but we just learned that he has a technical problem, so he cannot get connected to our platform, unfortunately. Yes. Let's see what we can do once again with his song, and then.
Backtown music. Backtown music. Yeah, it's night and beat. Arab money, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, some of them say me, I come from God. On the street, me, I hustle, me, I sell pure water. You know, me, I hustle for the money, me, seek out for the paper. To all my fans, all my friends, all of them haters. Papa God go bless me, oh. He go bless me, oh. Bless me, oh. I say make you bless me, oh, yo, yo. Bless me, oh. Bless me, oh. Papa God go bless me. Bless me. Bless me. I say make you bless me, bless me, bless me. Enemies them ready, bless me. Enemies them plenty, bless me. Da da, one tana be ra ra ra, two tana be ra ra ra, three tana be ra ra ra, da da da. One tana be ra ra ra, two tana be ra ra ra, three tana be ra ra ra, da da da. You know, some of them say me I come from God. On the street, me a hustle, me a sell pure water. You know, me a hustle for the money, me seek out for the paper. To all my fans, all my friends, all of them haters. Papa God go bless me, oh. He go bless me, oh. Bless me, oh. I say make you bless me, oh, yo, yo. Bless me, oh. Bless me, oh. Papa God go bless me, bless me, bless me. I say make you bless me, bless me, bless me. Na na, one tana be ra ra ra, two tana be ra ra ra, three tana be ra ra ra, da da da. One tana be ra ra ra, two tana be ra ra ra, three tana be ra ra ra, da da da. Yeah, it's night and beat.
All right. So um, we are essentially, um, yeah, I would say we cannot continue with this discussion today because um, we we don't, well, we can't see the guy that we're supposed to have this discussion with because it is about him, about his life, about his life in Ghana and his migration from the contraption called Nigeria to Ghana and why he so did. So essentially, this program is tailored on this young man, Joe Face, the young musician that migrated to Ghana, and the guy who just had his music. So we wanted to have an opportunity today with him to discuss the reason why the reason what made him leave to migrate to Ghana, and how he has been coping with the environment over there, what he has been doing in order to sustain his living. Those are the questions we wanted to ask. So these are personal issues that can best explain by him. So that's the program we wanted to give you guys today. We wanted to make sure that you get a kind of information concerning the life of Biafrans migrating to Ghana. That this is a reality, and most people are not aware of this reality. That this is something going on that most Biafrans, especially young musicians, have left Biafra to Ghana, to Togo, to Benin. The reason why they did that is very important that you understand that what is going on currently in Nigeria is a very serious issue for humanity. It's a very serious case for mankind. And for the fact that international community have not been, so um, have not been doing what they're supposed to do as to expose the type of, you know, immorality, atrocity going on in that country, the killings and everything that is taking on, that it has been hidden, for the fact that it is like that does not necessarily mean that it should not be told. Mirror African Diaspora is determined to represent Africa, not just because of the underrepresentation of African by Western, by mainstream Western media, but also for the fact that it is our responsibility to write uh, our history, to educate our people, to write the narrative, if you will, to control our narrative, and that is essentially this aspect of work is what we are trying to do under the umbrella of Mirror African Diaspora. We are trying to give our people chance to talk about themselves, to to disseminate our information by ourselves, and not to let our issues being disseminated or discussed by only just by the mainstream Western medias, and because it is our responsibility, like I've said, to do those things. We should be mindful of it. We should be very conscious of what is our work and try to do it as much as we can, irrespective of the constraints of the social constraints, if you will. So on this note, we once again wish to apologize for the shortcoming, for these lapses, and it is a very bad one. We do apologize. We ask our viewers to please forgive us that we let this happen. We could not bring you the person we wanted to bring on board today because, as I've said, his gadget has problem and we cannot influence this circumstance. We can't do anything. We help him. Unfortunately, we can't do anything in order to remedy, in order to amend the situation, in order to make sure that he come here on board and talk to you and give us information about his life in Ghana and all those things. We can't do those things. So very unfortunate. We kept trying. We have been trying since, even as I'm talking to you, we have been trying to know if we can get connected with Joe Face. that lives in Ghana, we cannot, unfortunately. So, but we are sure that the problem is from his side. We've tried other options, and we found out that it is essentially, yeah, his gadget. I mean, that's where the problem lies, you know. So we are very sorry for that, and perhaps we will try it tomorrow to see if it will work, um, and then we will make sure that we give we produce this topic as we have it on our flyer there, and yeah, well, I would say for now, thank you very much for paying attention. My name is Robinson Afam Efna Ambrose. Thank you very much for paying attention. Um, yeah, our guest Joe Face did not appear today. We are sorry once again. Bye bye. Yes.
Oh my dear.
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you.
Okay.
Mm. Um, we have to come back. We have to end this one and then start a new one. That's what I think.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Um, we have to end this and start a new one so that we give it a professional structure.
Okay.
Okay, we start. We start from beginning and then introduce. Then
Okay.
we then play your music and then and get into discussion. Actually, showing live now, but I would like to start afresh.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So I'll get back to you.
Easy. Easy. So you go start afresh now. Biafra. If you don't share now, like this. And now we be the Biafra.
So we station we do right
Hmm?
we station we